Welcome, third graders, to today's lesson. We are going to be building today to coincide with your third quarter PBL. I know you guys have been talking a lot about animal habitats and creating a safe space for animals in captivity. We're going to kind of tie that into our Minecraft build today. What we're going to do today, guys, is build in this world. You're going to get to choose a different area. And like it says here, your challenge is to design and build a space that supports a healthy environment for humans and animals. You can choose to design a safe habitat for your animal, a public space for your animal, some place where humans and animals could both interact. So if I turn completely around, when you first enter this world, you're going to be facing those sides. But then when we go out this way, you'll see that I have... Sorry, I went a little too far here. You'll see I walked a little too far, sorry. You'll see that I have a few different people here to choose from. Each one of these people here stand for a different biome or a different area where animals might be found. So if you walk up to a person, you'll see that it kind of a title comes up. This one says "To the Arctic." And when I get a little bit closer to him, I can actually click on him. There we go. So his directions to me are saying, help the polar bears and humans survive and thrive in the Arctic. Travel to the Arctic to learn more about the challenges polar bears face today. And then you'll click here to actually go to the Arctic. One thing about polar bears, when we see them at a zoo or in captivity, it looks like they have a fun place to swim around, but in actuality, that place isn't that great. So let me go back here. This one is to the forest. We've got my beekeeper here. When I get here, if I choose to go to the forest, it says help honeybees and humans survive and thrive in the forests together. Travel to the forest to learn more about the challenges honeybees face today. So if you've ever been to a zoo, one of the neat things that they do is they plant a lot of different flowers around the zoo for a couple of different reasons. One of those is to make it more inviting for people who are visiting the zoo. And then another reason, of course, is to try and get some plants around that would naturally be around where those animals are from. So unfortunately, honeybees are not as prominent as they used to be. So this would be developing an area where honeybees and humans could live together. And again, you would click here to go to the forest. If I exit out of this one and come closer to my friend here, this one is to the plains. Now, plains is a flat area. Doesn't mean an airplane. This one's going to take me to an area where I could help animals and humans survive and thrive in plains together. Now, this one's going to have more animals that you might find in the wild in the United States. There are wild horses, wild pigs, maybe coyotes, things like that. So this one will take you to the plains. And let me go back over this way. So this one is going to take me to the beach. This one we're going to design an area to help sea turtles and humans survive and thrive on the beach together. If you've been to a beach lately, unfortunately, because so many humans like to go visit the beach and enjoy the sunshine and the sand, sometimes they leave a little too much trash around. Sometimes people are wanting to build more hotels and condos to stay at the beach, so there's not as many open areas for sea turtles to lay their nests and things like that. So this one would be designing an area where sea turtles and humans could survive together. And then our last area, back over here, this one's going to take me to the jungle. Gotta get a little bit closer to it. There we go. This one is going to be for pandas. Help pandas and humans survive and thrive together. Travel to the jungle to learn more about the challenges that pandas are facing today. Now, if you think about a panda in a zoo, unfortunately, it looks like they're having fun rolling around. But where pandas are actually from in China, lots of building has been happening close to their jungles. So unfortunately, they don't have as much open space available to roam around. So this one would take you there. Now I'm actually going to click on this one so you can see what happens when I go to the area. Now, it still has my person here. If for any reason you decide, I don't want to be in the jungle, you can click on that person or click the talk button, return to spawn area where you had the choice. What I want to do here. Right now, before I figure out where I want to build, note a person. Each one of your people is going to have a sign next to them. This sign is going to give you a little bit more information about habitat. This one's telling me about how a large portion of the panda's habitat has been lost because they've been cutting down the timber to use for building and to use for fuel, things like that. And so your goal is to build a facility. Oh, there goes an animal. To build a facility that would be okay for both humans and pandas. So right now I see lots of bamboo here. I see greenery. I see water. If you're an animal living in the wild, you do probably want to be close to wild. Oh, there's a panda right there. If I was going to build a place for a human to come visit here or stay here, I don't want to tear down a whole lot of what I have here. And I don't want to build and completely cover their area with my building either. So your goal would be to develop something that would be beneficial to both me and the panda, or to a person and a panda. We want us both to be happy living here. So have fun, get to building. If you have any questions, let me know, guys.